Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 9 Greg Tech Edition, because that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to do a ton of Greg Tech. I actually think today what we might do is reorganize our Greg Tech, because they're kind of just everywhere right now. And it doesn't feel amazing having them all everywhere. I really like what I did right here, and a few people have suggested doing one of these energy converters for like every single one of these. I like that plan. I think that's what we should do. I think underneath this there is nothing, so maybe we put the energy underneath. So we just have like a load of energy converters underneath, and then on top, obviously, we have the pattern providers. A few people have mentioned that, so this is a good example right here. We get some fluid out of this, which is why I've got an importer on the side here. A few people mentioned why not use this output thing, which I don't know if you get. Oh, you do get it on the other stuff. Interesting. Apparently you can output up into the pattern provider, and then I don't need this. The issue that I've got is when I set this, so you can, I think it's left click, and then you left click again, and then that pushes out again, I think. I don't know. I'm a little confused by this, but yeah, that pushes out. When I do that, it doesn't allow you to input. I don't know if we set to that one if it would output. That is a good idea. Let's try and have a look at that one. But anyway, let's put back to that first. You can right click and that gets rid of fluids. So disable input from the output side. That's how you do it. Okay, you need these two to be on, and then you can do this. Like that. Oh, okay. Right, let me grab my wrench. This did crash me a couple of times when I did this, so that's why I'm a little hesitant to do this. Yeah. You might see that I've got a few things already set up over here as well, which I didn't have before. So I got the advanced alloy smelter. For that, all I did was I removed all the patterns from my alloy smelter over here. So the advanced one is just quicker. So I thought, you know, it's a good idea to have an advanced one. Did we have the cutter before? I don't know if we're... You know what? I'm going to go and have a look, see where we were at the end of last episode. Okay, so last episode I didn't have the advanced mixer set up. Wait. That's a basic mixer. Oh, okay. I was wondering. Weird. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so I got the advanced mixer. I don't have any patterns for this, but I can definitely make some patterns for this. That would be a good idea. I did make the advanced cutter in the end, so for that one... Cutter... Where is it? The advanced cutter. We needed the vanadium steel thingy. Did we make any vanadium steel last episode? I think we did. But that one is, if we go to... Okay, we just need regular vanadium steel. There we go. How do we get it? I think we needed the mixer, and then we got the... Ah, that was it. So... yeah, we got the mixer, which was just some steel dust, vanadium, which we got from somewhere. I think it was this, the vanadium magnetite. And then we also got, what was the other thing for vanadium steel? Chromium as well. So it looks like we're going to need quite a bit of chromium eventually. So setting a few of these bits up might be a good idea. Again, how the heck did I get chromium? Did I get it from... I didn't get it from ruby dust. Chromite. I think that was it. We got it from chromite dust. Yeah, because we got a bunch of chromite when we went mining. In the end, I believe? Yeah. And I did set up another recipe, which... I think a few people have gone a different route to me. So let's try that. Silicon. So if you look at silicon, you can get it by just, you get a bit of mercury from this as well, and you get ruby dust, which as we just seen. Oh, I thought you could do stuff with ruby dust. Anyway, we go back to this. 10 redstone turns into a silicon, basically. We need this silicon for like a bunch of stuff. It doesn't actually show you too many of the recipes. I don't know if something's messed up here, but you definitely need regular silicon to make this hot silicon ingot. See, it's right there. So I'm a little confused why it doesn't show up when you look at recipes for this. Odd. But anyway, the way that I did it, instead of doing that, is I actually used an electrolyzer recipe. And the electrolyzer recipe I used is this. Silicon dioxide dust. So I should probably just go through all of the bits that I'm using. So over here, actually, I think it starts with the macerator. So I've got a pattern right here for glass dust. So you stick one piece of glass in here, you get glass dust. You put the glass dust in the centrifuge and you get silicon dioxide. 3 silicon dioxide in the electrolyzer right here. 3 silicon dioxide gets you 1 silicon and 2 buckets of oxygen. So you're just taking the dioxide off of the silicon right there. So I think this is probably definitely a quicker recipe. I'll show you it. I actually made some already. I also made a bunch of silicon wafers already. I'll go through how I made all of those, so don't worry. But if we do a middle click on this and we do another, let's do 16, and you'll just see how quick this is. And this is with the old macerator as well, so the crappy macerator. Look how quick everything is. It's so quick. It's like douche, 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 douche. And then that is going over here, and that's super quick as well. Everything's getting pulled in and pulled out. Ah, and it's doing the thing. So it's input and outputting. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're going to have to do that on all of these. And then that way I could probably get rid of the modular router that we've got. We don't need that now. We might need it for this, thinking about it. Oh, there's some sulfur dioxide in there. I need to pull that out of there. Might be able to set an output side for this, though. Cover settings. No, never mind. That's fine. We can have an importer on this and an importer on this. Although this one here, we can just still use the modular router, right? But yeah, that's how I make silicon. So from silicon, you want to get the silicon balls, wherever they are. These things. No, that's not it. Silicon. How do you spell the thing? B-O-U. Oh, it is the mono thingy that I'm going for. Okay. So for that, you need 32 silicon dust, which I just showed you how to make that. And you need some of this gallium arsenide dust. Yeah, this stuff, which took us ages to try and get this, but I think we've got a decent way of getting that now. I actually made a bunch of it earlier. I made like 16 of it. But yeah, that only takes a small pile, which is awesome. This takes forever. 450 seconds to make one of these. And I've got a recipe set up right here for that. So this is touching, and this does count as like an inventory that this can put into. So yeah, that's the 32 silicon dust, 1 pile of gallium arsenide dust. And that just goes off and makes us those ball things. And then over on the cutter, I've got one for one of those silicon ball things with a bit of water. I don't know if I've showed this off yet, but I've got a new drive up here with the infinite water cell in it. That just means you don't have to put the external storage on the sink. Oh, I also tidied up a little bit, I think. I don't know if they were there before, but yeah, I tidied up all of the electrolyzers and stuff that I had over here. But yeah, this one here just gives us infinite water. I don't know if... how do we do this? I need like a tank that then imports into this. We could put a tank here and then just have 2 pipes going up into the input hatch. Because there's a few things with the blast furnace that require like oxygen, for example, and we could do that. Because if we had a tank right here, when we have the recipe that has like fluid and items, the items would go up into this, and then the fluid would go into the tank, and then we could just pipe up into this. It'd be cool if we had something that would auto pipe up into it, but I can't think of anything right now. Anyway, I'm going off topic a little bit. Today, the plan is we're going to get some chips. So I think it's IC chip. Everyone keeps commenting about these things, the IC chip. So for that we need the ILC wafers. So I'm going to bookmark a few things, even though I have got a few things bookmarked already. So that is the ILC, the IC chips. What are these used for? Oh, okay, so they're used to make this integrated circuit. Which makes sense. Why is that high energy? Wait, what? Is that what we're going for? I'm confused now. This looks like I'm skipping a step, right? Is that all that this IC chip is used for? I'm confused now. Okay, I'm a little confused about what we need to do to progress, if you know what I mean. So let's do mixer, just because, I don't know, that's one of the ones that... Okay, so to get to the advanced mixer, we need this integrated circuit. But then, okay. So that's the advanced mixer 2. Right, okay, so that's like HV from that point onwards. Got ya. Advanced mixer 2, and then EV is the one after that. Which, wait, if we click on EV, that requires these things, which are like quantum processors. Fine, how do we make these? My goodness. That is a lot of stuff that we need right there, but as you can see, we're going to need lots of RAM chips, lots of diodes, or the SMD diodes, and so on and so on. So we kind of need to pick like one of the types of circuits to make, and is it this one? No, that's the nano processor. Quantum processor. Wow. Okay, there's lots of stuff that we need to look into, but basically we want to get to the advanced mixer 2. And I believe... What the heck is a data orb? That looks kind of cool. NOR, NAND, RAM chip. Fine platinum wire. Interesting. Epoxy printed. Flipping heck. Anyway. I think we need these for a few bits. Ah, that was it. If I do assembler... Okay, it doesn't like having these recipes open when you're looking for stuff. Anyway, so we want to do circuit assembler. I know if I was trying to look for this one, it didn't let me because I didn't have any of these. So I do need this. Aha, okay. And that is a good integrated circuit. Which the only way to make that is to do this? That's confusing. Is that better than the circuits that we've got? Good electronic circuit, and then this is an integrated circuit. Okay, maybe we need to make these next. Basic integrated circuits. Isn't that what we were just looking at? It was. Okay, I'm, again, super confused because we've been using these good electronic circuits everywhere for all of the MV stuff. But it looks like we can't go any further with these ones. Very confusing. Okay, I'm getting myself well over confused by this, so what I'm going to do is I'm coming back to what my original plan was. Basically, we need to make a bunch of these lenses. Oh yeah, we need the thing that this goes in as well. Laser engraver. So we need one of these bad boys. I don't think I made that between episodes. I made a bunch of stuff between episodes, to be fair. Let's do one of these laser engravers. That looks fine because I think we can make one of these. Start, 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 start. That's going to go off and make us one of those. I didn't make one of those, did I? No, I didn't. Cool. So, oh, I didn't bookmark it. Laser engraver. Oh, hello. Engraver. Now, I need one of these things. Flipping heck. That should be fine. I think we can make everything there. The electrum rods we can make just by making electrum. And that should be easy enough, right? It's just gold and silver dust. So, by the way, the reason it was all lagging is because I had AE2 open. That was a bug from a while back with refined storage. So it's a bit weird that it's coming back now. But anyway, let's get hammer. I don't know how much this I'm going to need, so I'm just going to make a whole stack of it. Silver. I've got quite a lot of silver, so and quite a lot of gold now. One of those, and we get 2 stacks of electrum dust. Now, we can go smelt this. Let's do this and go home. And there's endermen everywhere, because that happens now, apparently. Smelt this up. There we go. So now we've got the electrum. We can make this. I don't think I'm gonna... Do I need to use this in a bunch of stuff? Doesn't look like it. Just the circuit assembly and the laser engraver. Might need 2 of these then. Thinking about it. Okay, we'll get that on the go. We do need this flawless emerald. So how do we do that? Cutter, you need to do all of that. Sifter. Purified emerald? Okay, well we need the laser engraver to do that then. That's not great. That's not what we're looking for. Can't really do the cutter. It does look like we're going to need to sieve some purified. Which means we need an ore washer. Right? Or am I looking at this wrong? Yeah, I think if we do the low voltage... Yeah, this one looks about right. We'll need to make the low voltage one first. So if we go back and I'll bookmark this. There we go. So we're going to make this one first. And I'll make all of this stuff off camera. And then we should be good to go. Okay, I got myself everything for the LV emitter right there. So we do have one of those. I'm just cooking everything else up for this. There's still quite a bit that goes into one of these. I did just want to mention between episodes I managed to get myself a rubber tree. So I went and chopped down a rubber tree. And it did give me some of the sticky rubber resin, whatever it's called. And it's still got the old IC2 rubber tree look. I love it. It's so nice. These do not go in botany pots though. So I actually don't know what we're going to do about that. We might have to set up, maybe create? What the heck is that? Summon the beaver familiar. Interesting. Summon dawn. Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, we might have to set up a create farm, like, you know, the spinny one that I always do for trees. Might have to do that at some point. But it's cool that we found the rubber sapling finally. Because I think you can get rubber out of these, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay, just gives you cellulose. Wait. Oh, okay. I was going to say, could I have made rubber logs? But no, apparently not. Yeah, there you go. You can extract this to get raw rubber pulp, which I believe before, the way we were doing it, is the sticky resin. You get quite a lot out of that. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, we got lots of we got the ability to make lots of rubber from the rubber sapling now, which is very nice. Right, there we go. We got ourselves the laser engraver, which is LV. Do I have any LV left? LV energy converter. I do have a couple of these. That's pretty good. I don't think we're going to need this for much, because I am going to upgrade it straight away to the MV once we've got that. How do we make the lens? Wait, I just had a thought. Just a regular old glass lens. Chemical bath. No, because that's how you make the white one. Okay, lathe. Okay, we need a glass plate in a lathe. So we might need to make one of those. Might need to make a lathe as well. That's one that I didn't account for. As you can see, I made a bunch of machines right here. What was it that we needed for... I think it was this one, right? It was the exquisite. Or flawless. I think we needed the flawless. Yeah, okay. And to get that in the laser engraver, we needed the lens. Okay, so we need to make one of these lathes as well. Right, there we go. Got ourselves the basic lathe. I also need that LV. Need another one of these bad boys. And I got my mallet on me already. Just need the gate. Let's get a gate. Perfect. So I'm going to put that one right next to this one, because why not? I'm going to move these like straight away as soon as I can upgrade. So that goes in like that. This needs a... yeah. This needs a glass plate, I think. Glass plate. Alloy smelter. Fluid solidifier. That one's the one that I probably do. Fluid solidifier. If we do that. Oh, no. No, put that back in. We'll just get rid of that. There you go. And we'll have to do a bit of hot swapping right here with the ball mold that we've got there. So, plate mold. I knew I already had one. I made one ages ago. So we can put that in. And then I'm going to get a few of these plates. Glass plate. There it is. Let's just start off by making 16. And we'll make 16. So what that'll do is that'll go off and extrude over here a load of glass. Ooh. Might have enough power for this, you never know. I think we'll just have enough power. Hey. Nailed it. So that's going to make us a bunch of plates. And then we can use these plates in the lathe. If I've done this right. MV. Oh, you bumhole. Why'd you do this to me? Okay, we can't do that yet then. How do we make the lathe? Okay, that doesn't look that bad. Magnetic steel rod. There we go. There is the advanced lathe. And I just need to grab... what was it? It was the plates. Is that going to do it? Hey! Oh my god, that is a horrible sound. And it takes 60 seconds per. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll get one of these. Oh, please tell me that I can make... HV in the laser engraver. So, we can't even make this until we've got a HV version of this? What? Okay. What about these? These are low voltage. Okay, so we can at least make some of these. Fine. That's going to make us some of those lenses. And now... That's still loud from over here. Ah, that's better. There we go. So, we need to make these red lenses? Yeah. Which means red dye, which you get from a chemical bath. And I made one, or chemical reactor, which is chemical reactor right there. So, red bath, yeah, chemical reactor. We need to get some sulfuric acid, we need some salt, and we need some red dye. So, the sulfuric acid, I don't think we've got any yeah, I'm not sure we've got any of this. We might do. I don't think so, though. Looks like we're going to have to find a decent recipe for this. We can do a distillation tower, but I don't think we've got any of this stuff. Distillery. No. Blast furnace. Hydrogen and some of that stuff. No, that's not exactly what we're looking for. Don't think we're going to get those anytime soon. So it looks like our best bet is probably this chemical reaction chamber, or whatever it's called, chemical reactor. Which is, I think I've made one of those as well, right? Let's have a look. Chemical bath, chemical reactor. Yeah. So what was it again? It was sulfuric acid, oxygen and hydrogen, or is it sulfur trioxide and water? And we can get sulfur trioxide from sulfur dioxide and oxygen, which I think is probably how we're going to do it. Sulfur dioxide we can get from sulfur and oxygen, and then we add more oxygen. Right, whilst this is being loud over here, I did decide to just like shoot off a bunch of recipes. And I've decided what I'm doing now, instead of like, you know, going in and doing, you know, like this and then clicking this button, I just put in the recipe that I want. So that way all of the other crafts, I've only got 4 CPUs, so it can only do 4 crafts at the same time. So I put in the recipe for the advanced extractor, the advanced macerator, and the advanced wire mill, purely because I know that I'm going to be rejigging stuff over here. In the middle there was my alloy smelter, but I've moved that now, and I've got it over here. I do think that I'm going to just pick all of this stuff up as soon as those have finished. And we're going to stick down a bunch of energy converters, and they're all going to be nice and happy. Ah, blissful silence right here. I've decided I'm going to rip all of this out. I made a new macerator. I don't have a new compressor yet, though. But I made a new extractor, a new wire mill. Probably should make the assembler as well. Circuit assembler is different because you need like the higher tier stuff, which we haven't made yet. In fact... Okay, so I've split everything out again. Upstairs looks completely different. So if we hop back up here... I've cleared these areas. I will fill all of these back in, so it doesn't look like we've been hit by a meteor. But yeah, this side is all my MV stuff. This bit's going to be MV as well. And then this side is my LV. And eventually we will upgrade all of these. I don't know if we need like a better polarizer, or we already have a better extruder, thinking about it. I think that's in here, somewhere in here. I've got, there it is, the extruder. Not sure why I needed the extruder. There might have been a reason, but anyway. Yeah, I'm currently looking at all of these things right here, thinking, crap, where did these go? So I need to go through and grab like all the wires for the wire mill, etc. That might not be how that works. Wait. Wire, that's definitely it. I know these kind of wires are patterns that we need. Wire, 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 wire. Wire? I think that's most of them. I'm sure we'll find some in here, which is like, oh crap, that went in the wire mill. Which is over here somewhere. It's the electrolyzer macerator. Wire mill, right in the middle. Wire mill I knew was important, so I put it straight in the middle, thinking, did I miss one? Yeah, there we go. Thinking, if it's in the middle, I'll remember where it is. Now we got to do the rest. I know the plates, except for this one, go in, and that one there we don't need. So these ones, they go in. Oh crap! I've already forgotten. No, I didn't. That's the reason we needed the other extruder, right? Because we needed it for the plates. So that's back together. None of these have been changed yet, but I do need to go and do this. Allow input like that. So this will get a pattern and then push it back out the top, if you know what I mean. I need to do that with the rest of these, but I'll do that in a bit. I still need to figure out where all of these bits go. Right, I think I've got everything in place now. Like, yeah, all of the plates are in here now, and all the assembly stuff is in here. So on and so on. Annealed copper, we found out how to make that last episode, I think. What else have we got? Yeah, all of these are processed. Okay, fine. That's enough procrastinating right there. I think the next thing to do is, yeah, I need to look at making some salt. So it'd be lovely if we could use the salt from Croptopia, but it is not the way, unfortunately. With Greg Tech, that is. So salt dust. So the reason we need this, by the way, is because of what is it? Red dye? Red dye. This stuff. It's not just red, by the way, it's all the different dyes, but they're the same recipe. You just need salt, sulfuric acid, which, again, we figured out how to do that, I think. But for salt itself, I think I did figure a way out of doing that, and that is using salt water. So you can get salt water by doing a, where is it? This one. If you do, well, we've got a chemical reactor. So you can put gas tiers and water. I think that's like the easiest one for us to do right there. Gas tiers and water. There's not really a good way of getting gas tiers though. I mean, combiner, we get some polonium. The heck are we going to get polonium? Good source of it. Blocks of amethyst. Oh, you get 0.1% chance. That's not a good. It's not a good yield right there. Let's not go that route then. We could just kill ghasts. There's the Carmonite ghasts. I think there's a... There must be a way of us, like, just killing off. How much salt do we need? That is the question, right? So we get the salt water. And you get 2 salt out of it. So how many gas tiers are we going to need? That's the big question, right? So we need 2 per. So there's 1 gas tier per. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, to get salt, we're going to use salt ore. I thought this would be a little bit quicker. Maybe it's not. Let's get, like, I don't know, 16 going. That'll do us. That's going to put up into our system. Put that away. So we do get rock salt out of this. I don't know what we do with that. I don't know why we've got rock salt. Not sure what you can use it for. Sounds good though. Crushed rock salt we can turn into impure piles of salt. And then with that, you know what? We should set some recipes up for this. So if we do that in a macerator, and we just get rid of these two because I don't really care about them. And then this in a macerator again, and we get rid of that one because we don't really care about it. And then this in the centrifuge. Looks like you always get the tiny piles, so it doesn't matter if we take that away. So that's the centrifuge one. So that's my centrifuge right there. Put that in. Put that in, put that in. Let's take all of that rock salt out. And we are going to order... How many do we need? We need 2 per. And I think there's 6 altogether, so we need 12 rock salt. So that is going to macerate up the crushed salt ore, and then when that's done, it will go into the advanced centrifuge, like that. That's actually quite quick. And there you go, we get some salt out of it. That's way better than what I was going to do, using gas tiers. Right, next up, I've got a new recipe, which is for the sulfuric acid. And that is in the chemical reactor. So it's going to be sulfur trioxide, water, and then we also need a recipe for the sulfur trioxide, which is sulfur dioxide and oxygen. So I need to go program that in as well. So So there's that one. And then we also need the sulfur dioxide, which again is chemical reaction chamber. Like that. Get rid of this. That might not work because sulfur. Sulfur. Yeah, we need this kind of sulfur. Oh no, we do have that kind of sulfur. Weird. Anyway, we've got that now. That does need to be on... Oh, that's the wrong one. That does need to be on program 2. So if we set it to program 2, it should work fine with the rest of them because they don't take anything. And then finally, we need to set up a recipe for the red dye. Yeah, so red dye, just like that. I think that's going to be okay. And then what do we need the red dye for again? I've forgotten already. We need it for chemical bath. That's it. So if we do the chemical bath like that, that'll get us our red laser. So there's the chemical bath. I already made one of those. Brilliant. I did put my lenses in here, which is fine. There's my elevator. I need to color that one. So stick the lenses in. Red lens. Is it not called that? There you go. Ah, it's in brackets. Start. Is that going to work? Flipping hope so. I love the sound that makes. That's actually really cool. I like that. So any excess stuff is going to be stored in our this thing right here. So we've got a lot of oxygen in there by the looks of it. That has made the red. That is going to go in here. Why are you not working? Please work. Why are you not working? I forgot your HV. Wait, did I know you were HV? Oh, that's a massive pain in the bum. HV is this one. So we can't even get to IC chips yet, because we need to get to HV first. Now, that's a bummer. That's a massive bummer. How bad is it to get to the HV stuff? Probably quite bad right now, isn't it? Fine, we can't get to the chips. I think once we do get to the chips, everything's like becomes slightly easier. We just need to program a few more things. This is why people were teasing me in the comments, I think. They were like, oh, why don't you make the IC chips? It's probably because they thought I would do this. I need to really read that. I need to read the fact that it says like HV at the bottom here. You bumhole. Right, I'm going to end the episode there because end it on a little bombshell, let's say. Oh, flipping heck. Fine. Before I end the episode, I do want to just have a look at what we need to do next, as it were. So, how do we get to HV? So, let's have a look at that. That is the chemical bath. Chemical bath. This is how I like to do it. This is how I keep everything in my head, right? Is I'm going to bookmark each one of these just in case there's an easier one. Tempered glass. Not even seen that before. That's fine. Let's just bookmark each one of these. So that one there needs the IC chips. This one needs the RAM chip. This one, nano chip. How do we get that? Chemical reactor. EV. Why'd you do that to me? Okay, so we can't do that one. ASOC wafer. That needs some of this stuff, which looks like a pain in the bum, but maybe we could do this. Okay, I'm going to do some pretending right now and pretend like we're going to get the red lens from this. This is going to be... Oh, there you go, it's gone. lens. Oh, it went into the other one. Wait. Eh. Oh, that's not it. There you go. There you go. There's the red lens right there. It's not. It's the ruby lens. I wonder if we could use this, though, instead of the red lens. Because you need the red lens for the laser engraver, so you can do, like, the wafers, and then from that you can get the IC chips. And you need that for, like, a bunch of stuff. I'm confused now. This is why everyone is like, how do you get the lens? There must be some way of doing this, right? It does say HV there, though. I'm kind of tempted to put like a bunch of power into this. Must be some way of doing it, right? Anyway, I'm going to call it there. Thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, I cheated in a few items. Actually, this is mine. I pulled this out of my system. Ruby Lens does not work. I have a feeling that it should work. And according to the ATM9 Discord, it should work. It's a bug right now. So, and you can see it because I cheated in the red lens as well. If you put that in, we do get one of the chips. So, that's a bit poo. But it's fine. We can wait. We can wait on that.